Just want to thank Kathy and Buster and Gina for really arranging this. Kathy and Buster letting us use their home. It's just amazing that, you know, the turnout for this is incredible. Guys, there's a lot of things you guys know me. If you let me talk, I talk all night about you guys. And for the last, 20 years of me coaching, you have no idea how many Greenbelt Legion stories that I tell kids about how to act on a field and how you carry yourself on a field and things like that. To be able to sit here today with not only the players but the parents who I drank a lot of beers with. Dave. Where's Dave?
Dave. Oh, Dave, there he is.
The best part about it, guys, I could drink beers with you and you tell me what a bad job I did, and then your kids would pick me up the next day and win another game, and I could just look at them and go, what I'm doing is working, guys. But no, I've been fortunate, guys, coaching. I've been fortunate to coach a lot of kids and everything. And I've won a lot of games, lost a lot of games, I've won championships. But nothing compares to being able to sit here and see these kids, and they're no longer kids, they're young men. Not only the baseball players they were, I can look at them and, I can see Matt Berry catching the game back there and asking him if he can hold Brett, who's throwing in an alumni game, because I was umpiring behind him, scared to death that he was going to miss one. But being able to see not only the players you were, but the adults and the family guys that you became, and the fathers that you became, and I think the best thing that I ever taught you guys, and this is on my grave, is that I taught every one of you guys to play up when you're choosing your wife. And every one of you guys have chosen up. I mean, I haven't looked at one wife yet and gone, wow, they went down. Just to see what you guys have done with your life. And again, I've said this before, I didn't have a big part in it, but to sit around and put my head on a pillow at night and say, God, there was, maybe one day they'll use a quote of mine, or that they'll, play a joke on somebody, or, say something that I said. You can't put a price on that. I wasn't ever fortunate enough to have kids or whatever. I now have 3 beautiful grandchildren, thanks to a redheaded who, again, I played up. And being able to sit around with those kids and realize, the pure joy of being around kids, and it's just amazing to me. You guys are amazing to me. There's not a day that goes by that if I think about that team that I don't get the biggest smile. I've lost games and I've walked off the field and went, damn it, in 2002 we won that shit. And I felt a lot better. But again, the job that, and I've said this to parents and everything since I've had that team, that without the parents, without you guys, what you did for your kids, I was, my mom was at every game I've ever been at, and I never got to tell her how much it meant to me that she was there and the stuff that she did. But being able to sit around and seeing the parents, and again, being able to talk to you guys and realize the sacrifice that you guys made and the things that you guys did for your kids, one day they may look at you and say, hey, God, thank you for everything you did. Somebody might be like me, never got the chance, but they realize it. And you can tell by the way they're raising their kids, the way the things they're doing with their kids, what an effect that you guys had on them. And I'm proud to call you. One, I'm proud to call you guys that you guys call me coach. I'm proud of the parents that I can sit down and have a drink with you. And most of all, I'm just proud of the people that I get to hang out with. Last thing, hardest thing. The guy that just left, Ed Smith. Ed Smith, everybody knows Ed has had his demons in his life, and he's had his, his life wasn't easy and everything, but Ed loved every one of you guys. Every player that played for him, every person that came in touch with him, yes, Ed, everybody has their skeletons and nobody's perfect and everything, but that guy cared. And he cared about you, and he cared about me, and, I got to tell him, and I'm very happy that a lot of what I am is because of Ed. It's people are like, Ed's a good man, and he's just battled a lot of demons in his life. And when you put your head on your pillow tonight, just say a prayer for Ed. And I love the guy. That's all I can say. I love you guys, and thanks for coming out today. And it's not over yet. I'm not telling you to get out. But just realize that life's short. Don't ever, as a country song would say, don't ever, put your head on your pillow without saying that you love the person next to you. Love you guys. All right. Hey.